Well, hey there, it's Jamithatsme here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and talk about some real housewives. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. First things first, let's talk about Miss Kenya Moore and Cynthia Bailey. Now, at this time, it is being rumored that neither one of the ladies will be on the upcoming season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. We know that Cynthia may not be on the show, as it has been rumored throughout the entire summer, and Cynthia said that she had yet to receive a contract, right? Cynthia said that either way, we were going to see her on our TV screens in some fashion, honey, okay? Now, two of the ladies, those two individuals, Kenya and Cynthia, they will be going off to be a part of the All-Star show, or what they're doing with the Real Housewives over there on Peacock. So, I mean, they'll still be getting their coins, but right now it is being rumored. And I got this here from the Ricky Smiley morning show. So let me actually pull that up because I just want to read from that really quickly here. So what they are actually saying is that there are rumors that Kenya Moore and Cynthia Bailey will not be returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Gary with the T is the one reporting that only Kandi Burruss and Porsha Williams will be returning, and Bravo will be adding new Atlanta socialites in their 30s. Since the news broke, Kenya Moore, is what they're saying, allegedly took out RHOA out of her bio. They also said that she unfollowed Andy and removed a birthday post she sent to him. So we'll have to wait and see. Kenya is going to be a part of Dancing with the Stars. Okay, so the upcoming season or whatnot, she'll be a part of that. So she's still getting the checks continuing to roll in for her. So congrats to her on that. But she also did an interview with Entertainment Tonight where she didn't necessarily confirm whether or not she will be on the show, but she did go on to say that, yeah, it's going to be a shakeup. Like, please understand that that is facts. They asked her, well, girl, what is the shakeup? Let us know. She said, well, some of it will be, old people coming back. And then it's also going to be new people coming back. They said, well, we see you. She said, well, we'll have to wait and see. So she would not give additional information. So right now, we just don't know. And when it comes to this cast of Real Housewives, we've been hearing so many weird things going on that I don't know what's going to be true until we see the first photo. All right, till we start seeing confessionals and stuff, because I don't know. One minute they say Porsha's not going to do it, then one minute they say she is. One minute they say Drew is gone, and then here it is. We're hearing that Drew got a bump in pay. She'll be back. I don't know what to believe. Okay, so I just feel like where I'm at right now is, honey, I will believe it when I see it. Okay, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and just transition and let's get into real quickly these Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay, y'all know I got a chance to check out that after show. These girls have definitely been giving what needs to have been gave this season, or let me just say this: Sutton has been giving what needs to have been gave this season. I have to give it to Miss Sutton. She has been keeping foots on necks. But also shout out to Crystal, a newcomer who kept her foot on Sutton's neck earlier on in the season as she needed to. But when it comes to Erika Girardi, Sutton is the only one that is speaking loud and speaking proud. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into this after show. All right. So when Erika said that she would be coming after Sutton, Kathy says that she didn't take what Erika said as literal, right? She didn't think that she really meant the things that she said. And I'm kind of like, well, Kathy, of course you'll feel that way, Kathy, right? Because nothing was directed towards you. Okay, girl, it was not directed towards you. So we can see why you may think that she did not mean what it is that she said. Okay. And then we have Kyle. Kyle says that she didn't take Erika's threat serious either. But at the same time, she felt as though when Erika made the threats towards Sutton, it was like, girl, you're making a threat. You're saying that you're going to sue her. This is the very thing that Sutton was talking about. So you're adding validity to what it is that Miss Sutton had been concerned about this entire time. So Kyle felt this though, listen, I did not take it as serious. But what I am saying is that, girl, you validate Miss Sutton's points, okay? Now, in addition to that, Sutton said that Erika said something under her breath to her. She said something to me. I did not appreciate it. And honey, please understand, I'm not going to repeat it either. That's what she said. And I want to know, girl, but just tell us. Well, if you're going to hold on to it, can you just tell us what she said at the reunion? Okay, because the reunion has been filmed. Okay, and I'll get into the seating because I feel a way about it. Okay, we'll talk about that. right? So moving on, Sutton says that she was shocked that Erika came at her that way because she never did anything wrong. All she did was ask questions. Some of the questions that a lot of the other ladies had, but nobody else would really say what their questions were. They wouldn't ask Erika the questions, okay? Sutton felt that nobody had her back, and when she said this, she stressed that nobody had her back, and for me, I felt as though she was including Garcelle in that mix as well. Right, but then it seemed like she tried to backpedal a little bit, and then she said, well, nobody really knew what to do. I felt like she wanted Garcelle to feel okay about not having her back. Right, and then Garcelle goes on to say, well, Erika had her back to me, so yeah. And then Sutton followed it up with filling in the blanks for Garcelle by saying, oh yeah, so that means you really didn't hear everything that she was saying to me. And I'm kind of like, Sutton, and y'all tell me y'all thoughts, right? Garcelle, you all right, but at the end of the day, I feel like you team Sutton so bad. So bad. You didn't speak up for Sutton behind Sutton's back. And then you turn around and you see this lady going in on your friend and you didn't even try and step in or say anything. Okay. Now, whether you heard what she was saying behind your back or not, you knew exactly what was going on. You knew she was targeting Sutton. You knew what was going on. You could have at least stepped in and said something, and you didn't. So don't use the excuse of she had her back turned to me. So I used the lady's facial expressions to know that she was saying some things vulgar or whatever. It's like, girl, whatever. You knew what was going on. You knew at the end of the day, if you couldn't see her face and she had her head turned to the back of you or whatever, then girl, that was enough for you to know she's talking to your friend. She's talking to Team Sutton. So you could have been a little more vocal for that. Okay. So there's that. Sutton is asked about why Sutton is asked about her leaving dinner. Sutton was considering leaving dinner and leaving his friend group, because she did not like being threatened by nobody. But she decided to stay. And the reason she decided to stay was because Garcelle encouraged her to stay. And I do believe she means the friend group, because we all know she still peaced out. She still left. But the reason she stayed a part of this friend group was because Garcelle convinced her to do so. Sutton says that, what else did she say? She said she was going to sit there for a minute, right? When Erika started going off on her, she says, I was going to sit there and I was just going to take it and be okay with it. And then it just clicked to me that I don't have to deal with this. I don't have to sit through somebody being disrespectful, threatening me and bullying me. I don't have to sit through that. So I decided to get up. And she also said she didn't want to send a bad message to her kids, because she doesn't want them to ever think when they stand up for something that it's okay for another person to bully you or make you feel like you crazy or gaslight you in any instance when you're feeling a certain way about a situation. Okay, so that's another reason why she decided to go ahead and leave, okay, and respect herself in that manner. Now Garcelle is asked about the trigger with Kyle. Remember, Kyle was sitting down on the sofa after the Haitian dinner, and how Kyle was saying that she kept bringing up the situation with Sutton because she wanted it to come out then versus having to wait also many months later. And then wanted to know if that made sense. And Garcelle saw her, yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm triggered. She was like, why? She said, I'm triggered because you didn't give me that same courtesy last year. When it came down to donating for whatever organization, you waited until we got to the reunion. And once we got to the reunion, you used that opportunity to let me know how you really feel. So it's funny that you would do that to somebody else, but you wouldn't want someone to do that to you. Right? So that ended up coming up. And, Garcelle said that she really didn't know, why she said it. It just triggered something in her to say she didn't like what she had to say. Kyle feels as though Garcelle took a cheap shot at her. And I'm just wondering, what is it about these cheap shots y'all keep saying Garcelle is giving out to y'all? You said it, Dorit is saying it, and it's like, what is giving me is that when y'all are called out on y'all BS, when you're called out for this that you do, then y'all want to feel away and feel like somebody's attacking you or somebody is throwing a cheap shot at you, or in Dorit's words, somebody's quote unquote bullying you or whatever. Okay, so y'all can cut that out. It wasn't a cheap shot. It was what it was because that's what you did. Okay, period. So those are my thoughts on that. And that was pretty much it. They only give us like a less than 20-minute after show. It's nothing like the ladies over there on Potomac. It's just a really quick after show. And I just noticed how vocal Miss Kathy was in this one. I'm still liking me some Kathy, but it was just the one thing when she said that she didn't think that Erika meant what she said. And I'm like, Kathy, you're a smart woman, girl. Okay, that lady meant everything of what it was that she said. Okay, whether you took it literal or not, girl, she meant that. She meant that. And of course, you will feel nonchalantly about it because it has nothing to do with you, to be honest. I also noticed how Kyle said in the interview that she didn't like that Sutton referred to her as her quote unquote friend. She says she's always been a good friend to Sutton. Sutton goes on to agree with that and say that Kyle has been a good friend to her. That's why she apologized to her. Kyle also goes on to talk about how the entire time she's been on this show, she's never been called out for being a liar or not being an honest person. And for some reason, although I haven't been watching all of the seasons, I feel like that's a lie. Okay? And the lie detector test determined that that's a lie. I feel like that was a lie coming from Miss Kyle. But I want you guys to leave your thoughts and comments down below on the after show of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, as well as the latest episode, as I go ahead and I switch over into this reunion, because the reunion filmed, I believe the reunion filmed on Friday or Saturday, right? Well, they decided to drop what I ended up finding, where they dropped this seating chart. It looks like Faces by Bravo dropped the seating chart. So it looks like the first two immediate seats are going to Garcelle, as well as Miss Kyle, honey. I feel a way about it. I feel a way about it, okay? Now, it looks like Kathy, I'm wondering at the bottom part of the photo, I'm wondering if Kathy's not going to be there the entire time. So when they bring Kathy out, Kathy is going to end up being positioned to sit right there in between Garcelle and Kyle. Why is Kyle sitting next to Andy? If anybody made this show, this season, it was Erika and Sutton and a little bit of Crystal. If anybody made this worth watching and entertaining, it was definitely Sutton, who has been in drama since the season started, girl, and when it finishes, period. Okay, so I felt the way about that, unless it's going to be something else that's going to happen later on this season that's going to be even more explosive as to why Kyle needs to be the one sitting next to Andy. That makes no sense. And a lot of us was not believing that this was the seating chart, right? I was like, no, this is not. I hope this ain't it, because it looks like Kyle and Sutton need to switch seats, period. Okay? Y'all need to switch seats. But I guess that she's a friend of the show. No, I think this year you all said that she did get a peach. She did get a diamond. She got a diamond, whereas in the past she was just a friend of the show. Yes, baby girl should have had Kyle's seat. She should have gotten Kyle's seat. But this is what confirmed for me that this right here was indeed the real seating chart based on this screenshot of this screen. You can see where Miss Kyle is sitting on the third row of this screen. And then on the very opposite end, you see her sister, Kathy, sitting right next to her, right? And then on the other side, which is a solo camera, a close-up camera on Miss Garcelle. Now, they don't have Sutton on this screen, but that right there, looking at this, was enough for me to confirm that this seating chart clearly is accurate. And I definitely, I feel a way about it. Y'all over there trying to rob my girl Sutton, and y'all know I ain't been featuring Sutton when it comes to, her and Crystal and her thoughts on, race and all this stuff. Girl, she's so out of touch. Somebody clue her in. But the way she ate up Miss Erika with these questions and stuff and calling her out and letting her know these questions don't make sense. I was here for Sutton. I've been here for Sutton ever since. And Miss Erika, while you over there being upset with Sutton for asking you these questions, you need to be getting prepared with her questions, because that's probably some of the questions they're going to be asking you when you have to sit up there in their courtroom and defend yourself, honey. Okay, that's just that on that. All right. So that's how I'm feeling about everything when it comes to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I want to hear y'all thoughts and comments down below. If Kenya Moore is no longer a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta, how are you all feeling about that? I don't know how to feel. I literally just started liking Kenya over the past year. The entire time I have been watching this show, I have not been a fan of Kenya until last season when they did the virtual interview. It was just the way she was getting dragged so much all over social media. And the way y'all came up and come up with stuff to go against this lady is what made me end up liking her, because you guys hate her so much. So yeah, I just started liking her over the past year or so. So if she's out, I can't say I would be 100% mad, because I've just started to like Kenya. But if she in, I wouldn't be mad about that either, because I think Kenya is entertaining, right, for television. So we'll just see if she's not going to be there, who's going to be in the place of her. If if Cynthia's not there, I would not feel away. You know, Cynthia hasn't brought a lot to the show, like as far as drama. She's been more so in her happy place or whatever. So it's kind of like we can leave or take Miss Cynthia, right? So if she's not a part of the show, that's fine. I think we're gonna see her in other places. If Kenya's not a part of the show, it's just gonna be interesting to see what the dynamic is going to be of the ladies, and why would you all choose to keep Kandi, if that is indeed true, over Kenya? What is that all about? How do you keep Kandi over Kenya? That right there don't even add up, honey. And just because Kenya going off to do Dancing with the Stars does not mean nothing, because I feel like Nene went and did quite a few shows and still did Housewives before she ended up quitting Housewives and having to come back. So yeah, and maybe, you know, Kenya took Real Housewives out of her bio because she needed space to write something else. We shall see, okay? We shall see how this thing is going to play out. But like I said, I want to know you all's thoughts and comments down below on Cynthia coming, Cynthia going, Kenya coming, Kenya going. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.